run. They know gonna hold you. Everybody needs someone. Don't try long. Don't say I never told you. When you wake up tomorrow and your heart ain't feeling right, I love to steal up all, say goodbye to pain and sorrow every day and every night. I won't let somebody say this is living don't come easy, and you never find your way. And if you try to walk alone, you already lost believing. And if the word rings true, and this darkness for life, find somebody who'll get together, make love last forever, every day and every night. When the whole damn world is beating you down, what about when you get burned from the tricks you never learned? And now you're down on the ground. The story's sad, but it's true, and it can get the best of anyone. Loneliness won't get you through. You're gonna need to find a friend. You're gonna need to find someone. And if you wake up tomorrow and your heart ain't feeling right, find love to steal or borrow. Say goodbye to pain and sorrow every day and every night. Every day and every night.
Hey guys, good morning. Good afternoon. I never hardly go live except in the morning. So I see some people coming in and I'm so happy about that. Let's see who we got here. Beatlemaniac, good to see you. Emma Swan. Cute puppy. Oh, that puppy running. I love that puppy. Amber E, good to see you. Let's see. The real Brenda. Hello. Hello. Today we're talking about like habits. I put up a poll yesterday about smoking. Did anybody, are you a smoker? Do you want to quit? Do you not want to quit? And I think we're gonna hey Lady Saga, we're gonna look at like ways you can quit and everything. I'm looking at doing a group of y'all who if the New Year's coming up, right? A lot of people do New Year's resolutions. I think you need a little time to prepare if you're wanting to quit something. Sometimes like when I quit smoking, I quit smoking, I don't know if it's been 20 years or 25 years. It's somewhere around there. Cigarettes, but I do vape medical marijuana. And I'm not wanting to stop that because that's really, I've got chronic pain. And that's the only thing that I really do for my chronic pain other than heating pads and ibuprofen and stuff. Your habit you want to quit is cigarettes, Amber. And so if I miss someone, oh yeah, it's hard to say hi to everybody, even when there's not a whole lot of people in here. We're not about all the big numbers over here. I'm about solutions. I mean, this video definitely is about solutions. I think I lost a lot of subs in the last couple of days because I said something negative about another creator, and I think some of that got misconstrued. But I'm not here to tear everybody down. I've been saying that since some of y'all found me. Some of y'all are new to me. But we're looking at bad habits. We're looking at, smoking, and the thing, like for me, one of the habits that I have is clicking on people's live streams that I know aren't going to make me feel good. They're going to make me anxious, and they get my anxiety. They make me unhappy, but I'll click on them and listen to them, and I'm doing that less and less, right? You had to cut back on watching the stuff. It's like a habit that, for me, breaking habits is like all or nothing. Like I can't just, when I smoked, I couldn't just smoke a little bit. It was either I'm smoking or I'm not. Now you can taper off of some things like that, but you're either smoking or you're not. But with things like I'm watching too much drama, it's making me have stress. Those are a little harder because it's not, I don't want to completely, you don't want to completely leave your friends and chats and even creators, but sometimes the creators make you upset, and all the fighting that goes on, and where a lot of y'all know me from. No laugh out loud on smoking. What do you want to? I'm not sure what I messed up again. I'm done with BJ drama and trauma in general. Emma says, I'm tired of everyone going over BJ all the time. It's too much for me, and I'm watching different things on YouTube, such as movies and other things. Well, yeah, it's whoever you like, or, like you don't want to hear the same. A lot of people got tired of that. They don't want to hear so many people going over Britney all the time. Britney. When there's all these other people who are also doing things that are not good, right? Go over them too. I used to get mad because one creator goes at people, but doesn't go at somebody who has done really bad things, and that's her friend. And I'm like, how can you be a YouTuber and do that? And then, I came back to this little sector, y'all call it, and I started going at Brittany, but not like they do. But I mean, going at is the same. We all have degrees. Well, I'm not as mean as them. Well, I still do it, right? So, that's not what I want to do. I cut way back on smoking. I mean, okay, so you can cut back on smoking. Yes, I do feel like this is also an addiction. It surely can be healthy. I have been catching up on your past lives. I always enjoy it. Oh, thanks, Beatlemaniac. While I'm thinking about it, let me go get something. Hold on just a second. What are y'all doing, puppies? Okay. A while ago, there we go. A while ago, I told you guys that I was getting a product that I wanted to test before I tried to, sell it to y'all or whatever. I get commission. This is called Calm. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Because I'm holding it kind of crooked. palm carry. It looks clear on my end. Can you see that? And the dogs are getting in my wiring and stuff. This is for anxiety and sleep, and it's made for, well, anybody with anxiety and anybody with sleep, like autistic children and things, autistic people. So what it is you it works on your I forget which point it is because I'm not up on acupuncture stuff. But it works on a rechargeable battery, and you just push this little button right here, or you hold it down for a second, and it comes on, and you put it in the palm of your hand, and it works on that spot right under your middle finger here, and it just starts clicking. And sometimes it feels uncomfortable to me, and I'll take it down a notch. You can adjust it up or down. And I actually tried it. Like, I've had it for a few weeks, maybe 3 weeks or so. And anytime I'm like sitting there and I just feel like I'm starting to feel anxious, whatever, and we all have what causes us anxiety, and I start feeling that, I'll get this out, and it runs for 20 minutes. And you just put it in your palm of your hand. And now the company claims, and all this literature claims, that it will help you sleep. It will help children who have trouble going to sleep. All this stuff, especially with the children. And it helps them, and it calms them down, and it helps them to go to sleep without medication or anything else. Yeah, this doesn't work for pain, though, Emma Swan. This is for anxiety and to help you go to sleep. Now, I have not tried it to go to sleep, but I have used it when I start feeling anxious. And I'm not really feeling anxious right now, even though I'm sitting here live on YouTube. Let me see if I can turn it off, because I'm not going to use it right now. But this is in my description. I've been posting it in comments under videos as well. It's called Calm Carry, and the link will take you to Calm Carry, and I get a little commission on that. I'm not monetized. I'm trying to make a little bit of side money here for the time that I spend on YouTube. It's not too bad expensive, and I think right now I keep seeing that they're running sales. And most of these companies, once you go in there, if you sign up for email and text, you get like 20% off or something. This particular one doesn't give me codes to give y'all a discount, but if you go through my code to get to it, you can try it out, and they have a money back guarantee. And also, if you have a child with autism that you have trouble getting to settle down, I do recommend it. I'm not going to come on here and try to sell something to you guys that doesn't work, that I can't say it does work for me. So I'm going to say that. And what I'm trying to do is find the best product I can for smoking cessation. And I want to bring that. There's these things that they're non-nicotine, and you just puff on them, and they have flavors, that you can put in them. And this one is a fidget thing too. And I want that because I bite my nails, and I'm real fidgety anyway. Like when I'm in here, I'm always like, I've always got something. And so I'm looking at another thing to bring to you guys, but I have to know that it works. And I know that when I quit smoking, I used the gum. Back then, we didn't have all these newfangled things. I quit, like I said, it's been at least 20 years. But it's that hand to mouth. And also, I smoke my vape maybe more than I should, because it's just that instinct of, reaching for it. Any kind of drug that you do, any kind of thing you do, it has like a habit with it. And so to vape, you have to put it in the vape, the vape thing together, and all that. It's a little process, and then it's the drag. And so it's still a habit. And I'm thinking that if I get one of these things to help me that helps people not smoke and helps me not to bite my nails, and it also would be like, okay, we'll reach for that this time, and maybe I'll smoke, vape less medical marijuana instead of just reaching for it because, oh, I'm going to do this. That's what I'm looking at. So I'm also looking at here is that I want to help people if you're a smoker or if you're having trouble with other habits that are bad, and let's work on them together. And the New Year's coming up. So a lot of people do this on, New Year's Day, new me and all that. And I'm not real big on, New Year, new me and doing it all in January because January is a cold month and it's not a good month for me I got to get back in shape, get back out and exercise. But there are things that we can do, and we can do it in January because we've got like a month left, a little over a month left as a group to come in and say, this is what I want to work on, and let's do it together. Anybody in for that? What do you think? Emma says, talking about the drama in here, it's too much for me anymore. I came here for true crime. I have been here on YouTube since Sebastian Rogers, and true crime isn't a factor in true crime anymore in this sector. Okay, y'all are interested. Nice, Barb. I need to try that for my back. Yeah, that's not back and neck pain. Now, back and neck pain, I got a neck heating pad for my neck that's really helping. But yeah, well, anxiety for sure. My fur gets anxiety over anything I try for anxiety, if that makes sense. My fur gets anxiety. I'm not sure what that means. I definitely need to try it. Beatlemaniac. Yes, I've tried replacing that need to grab a cigarette with something else. Hey, Perfectly 470, you change your name. Or I guess I'm seeing y'all a different way today. We're seeing the @ signs today. How do you change that? Is that something I did? Oh my God, my fur baby. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. That may or may not happen. That depends on you guys. If y'all are wanting to, start discussing it, maybe get together. We could do private live streams. We could do, live streams here. So, I'm just saying, that's what I'm looking at. And I want to help people. And if you are somebody who has a smoking addiction, it's the worst thing you can do for your body. Smoking, overeating is bad for your body. Stress is bad for your body. And we're going to look at a couple of videos about stress and cigarette smoking and all that. Not doing good typing today. No, I didn't change my name. Yeah, I'm on StreamYard, and I've never noticed it doing this before, but it's doing it today, so. Or you can call me Amy. Is YouTube being YouTube, Amber? Yeah, raise your hand. Well, hey, Ginger Snap, put a number in chat if you have a habit you are interested in dumping, getting rid of, saying no more to. Anybody? Put something in the chat for me. I'm waiting on y'all. Let's see what else I had here to cover. You got to have at least, doom scrolling, stress eating, ignoring the news, being too much in the news, being mean to people, being mean to yourself, smoking, drinking. So y'all you're ready for good. Great Dane Lover, good to see you. You're looking, so at least some of y'all are looking to break a habit. And really the first thing you got to do if you want to break a habit is make the decision to quit. You got to make the decision. You got to say, I don't need this anymore. This is bad for me and I'm going to stop. because when you get a day into it and that urge, especially like things that are addictive, like nicotine is hard to quit. And a lot of people will switch to vaping, but they say vaping's harder to quit than smoking. At least you don't smell as bad when you vape, but it's unhealthy. They're both unhealthy. Ideally, I wouldn't vape marijuana, but I mean, I am. But the thing about vaping marijuana is you have like one drag compared to like constant, so it's not as much being paranoid all the time. I just turned 51 and I don't need to be vaping. My lungs had enough. See there, I mean, and it comes with age too. When the older we get, our bodies don't handle things the way they did. And I can attest to that. And at 60, I was still like, I don't this isn't so bad. I'm doing pretty good. At 60, I ran a 10K. I walked some of it, right? I'm not a fast runner. I'm very slow, but I did a 10K. That's 6.2 miles, I think. A 5K is 3.1, 6.2 miles. Right here in Hot Springs, it goes up this long West Mountain Drive, I think it's what it's called, long uphill before you start going downhill again. It's a lot of uphill, and then you go downhill. I came in second for my age group at 60. But when I like 62 or 63, man, I started feeling bad the last couple years. I've not been feeling good. And it all just depends. You could be 30 and it could be hitting you. Emma says, I'm trying to stop scrolling on YouTube, Krama for now. I have tried watching people go over BJ and Bullhorn Betty, and I can't get through it now, even 5 minutes anymore. Yeah, that's what I've been doing too, like clicking on people and just going, no, I don't want to hear this. This is boring. I had Brittany on this morning from last night, and she's sleeping through her stream, and she's, snoring through it. And then they're going after reality. Like they're going into her background and she's got something bad in her background. Come on, people. Why are we doing this? Why don't we take that time that we're searching out people's backgrounds and stuff? And why don't we do something that's good? How old am I? I'll be 65 in 2 weeks. That's how old I am. Emma Swan, it's become just gross in the chromosphere. Thank you. I've been trying to find other creators to watch because I'm so sick of watching Brittany. Where does vape liquid come from? Some nasty backstreet Chinese chemical factory. Right, said Fred. Yeah, really, nobody really knows, but, it's supposed to be made. Right, said Fred, 1, 2, 3, 15K. I never saw you before, but yeah, the medical marijuana that we get is watched over and made, by rules and stuff. Thank you perfectly. Watching it can just causes more anxiety. It's not worth it. Yeah, I like when I turn on some of these channels, and then I did watch a lot of these channels recently, and now I'm just like, no, I'm just not getting into that. It's not bringing me, it's not funny. It's mean. And I think we all will reach that point. I think everybody reaches that point when they reach that point, and some people may not reach that point. But no, life is short. And I did, I said that the other day because let me update anybody who was here the other day. The friends of mine who were in the wreck, the child came home from the hospital, I think, that next day. And as of about Wednesday or Thursday, maybe it was Thursday, the dad was still in the hospital in a lot of pain. The dog got brought home and the little boy got brought home. And the Jeep, I could pull it up and show you, but the Jeep was just wow that the three of them came out even as good a shape as they did. So that was on my mind the other day. And as far as my friend with the surgeries, we won't know anything about that until later this week. Emma says I just turned 54 in October and I have COPD and I'm not on the meds. Oh, you were talking to somebody because I don't know what all that is. I'm Rebel Red. YouTube no longer posts that handle for some reason. Well, for some reason, we're getting the @ sign today without the names the way I'm used to seeing them. I'm sorry about that. They try to make it hard on me because I can't remember everybody anyway, and then they throw in the wrong names. It's crazy that they are looking into reality's real life. Enough is enough. It's YouTube. Yeah, Emma, that's really got me. Like I said, the other day, I don't truth. There was just something about a man, and I know that's disputed and talked about all over here, but there's something about a man sitting there pointing and calling a woman a bitch and, all the stuff that the way truth talks and everything. It just doesn't, it's not something I want to hear or I want to watch. He's free to do it, I guess, as long as his channel stays up. So there's that. Well, perfectly, me too. You think I'm ready for that too? I'm ready to get monetized as well. Hey, sweet sativa, good to see you. I'm doing well. I hope you are. Oh yeah, Great Dane Lover. I meant to post that on my community post, but yeah, they're doing great. Well, great considering that was a really bad car wreck. They haven't posted. My friend doesn't post a lot on her channel anyway, but she had posted an update the other morning, and her son had slept till 9:30, and that was good. And although she said the dog and the little boy had nightmares, the dog did not want to get in the car when they went to get the dog. Molly did not want to get in the car. Wait, now what did you say your name is again? Because see, I already forgot. It's Rebel Red, 50-ish. Well, thank you. It's all that clean living I didn't do. I don't think they said real life as much as her past on you. Oh, her past on YouTube. So I did hear that something about that she had gone real life and that she used to be in so and so's chats, and yeah, but I mean, still. And look, I hear reality saying stuff, Craig says horrible stuff. Brittany says bad stuff. All these other channels say bad stuff. It's not like them alone. There's plenty of reality on YouTube to show who she is, not real life. Yeah, there's that. I'm not happy about anything that's going on in Krama right now. I'm very disappointed in quite a few creators. Yeah, me too. They should not be going after subs and mods. All right, so now that we've cleared the air about all the people on YouTube. No, I mean, everybody's got their rights, and I think there are some people mad at me right now. Like I said, I've lost a few subs lately. I'm not going to come on here and just say how I feel about like one creator. There's some problems with some of these creators, and I'm going to say that. I'm not going to just team up with a creator and be like, you can do whatever you want and all these people are bad. No. If I see something, I hope I'll say something, but I don't always. It's time to move forward, and we are all adults here. Okay, so you be you, Barbie. I'm not going to get along with everybody. No, no, none of us can get along with everybody. And I may come on here tomorrow and go at somebody. I don't know. But today we're talking about how we can be better, and do better. Thank you, Nana. Good to see you, Flower Nana. You like soup and chasing. Okay. Good. Somebody came in, one of my chats and told me they really enjoyed Soup. I really enjoy you, Soup. And I'm like, I'm not Soup. And then I saw somebody went in perplexed and told her they really like Barb. She's like, you got the wrong channel. That's funny. Because I think sometimes, and I've done it too, where you're like on your phone and you're watching a chat. I mean, you're watching a live stream and you got the chat open and maybe you chatted in there and then you, because we multitask and you go to another and you go and you click on somebody else's and you think you're commenting in there, but you're not. I think that's how it happens. So let's look at, I want to look at this now. Let me pull this up. There we go. I want to, this is how stress affects your body. It's a very short video. It's only a minute, but let's just think about open-mindedly when you're watching, what could this stress be doing to me? And, what is it going to do? What is it causing for me?
Stress. It can activate your body's fight or flight response. When your brain senses a threat, it signals your body to release hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones make your heart race, raise your blood pressure, and boost energy.
So physically, this can lead to headaches for people. This can lead to poor sleep. It can affect someone's ability to concentrate.
Mayo Clinic's Dr. Summer Allen says managing stress depends on each person's individual needs.
Stress is often going to be our body's response to a certain trigger, to a certain situation. So ways to respond are going to need to be personalized.
It could be journaling, meditation, reading a book, or physical activity.
Another strategy for managing stress would be considering yoga.
She says you should make changes one step at a time.
If we try to change everything all at once, we end up setting ourselves up for further stress or feeling overwhelmed.
For the Mayo Clinic News Network.
So let's just go back and go through this a little bit.
Stress. It can activate your body's fight or flight response. When your brain senses a threat, it signals your body to release hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones make your heart race, raise your blood pressure, and boost energy.
So physically, this can lead to headaches for people.
Are y'all having trouble with this? Does the stress cause you to lose sleep? Because I'll talk about it all the time. Sleep is so important. It's important for children. It's important for adults. And if stress is keeping you from sleeping, and I'm going to admit, I've stayed up way later the last 6 months or so. I used to go to bed a lot earlier, but that was because I had a dog that was getting up at like 4 a.m. So we go to bed early. But not getting sleep is very damaging to your body, to your whole thing. Beatlemaniac says, Barb, Soup, and Chasing are the only ones I can watch. Yeah, I don't like the cursing either. No creator or other subs should go after each other in real life. That's too much and way overboard. Emma says, I like Barb because you seem to be the voice of reason. All this chaos that has been going on in Krama for so long. Really, really bad insomnia. Huh. Thank you, Emma. I have really bad insomnia as well. Yes, your body's in the repair shop when you're asleep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so it's very, 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 very important that you get your sleep. Now this is a longer video we're going to watch here. It's about what smoking does.
This video is sponsored by the American Lung Cancer Screening Initiative. Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related death in the world, but lung cancer screening can save lives. Click the link below to learn more.
Every time you smoke a cigarette, toxic gases pass into your lungs, then into your bloodstream, where they spread to every organ in your body.
Every organ. Did you hear that? Every organ. Wow, a lot of y'all are having sleep problems, Brittany says. Brittany, I'm sorry. Okay.
A cigarette is made using the tobacco leaf, which contains nicotine and a variety of other compounds. As the tobacco and compounds burn, they release thousands of dangerous chemicals, including over 40 known to cause cancer. Cigarette smoke contains the poisonous gases carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide, as well as trace amounts of cancer-causing radioactive particles.
I've been terrified that I would still get cancer because I smoked for a long time. And, you know, who's to say I won't? Jealousy and stress are very destructive. Red Fred. 3 hours of sleep, y'all. I could not deal with that. Beatlemaniac says, I have a strange question. Have you ever been afraid you won't wake up? That is on my mind all the time. I lost my baby sister earlier this year. She fell asleep and never woke up. I am so sorry for your loss, Beatlemaniac. I have not had that. Been afraid I won't wake up. Having suffered with depression my whole life, I've not really consciously gone, oh, I hope I don't wake up. But I've had a lot of times in my life where I didn't really have a lot. I felt like, excuse me, I didn't really feel like I had a lot to live for. Not that I had given up completely, but it's like, okay, or I'm not going to, but not really caring because I was so unhappy. Constantly paranoid. I never knew any of this. I'm definitely quitting. I said a date in my head, New Year's. I'm quitting vaping. Okay. We'll work on that together, maybe. You've been there.
All forms of tobacco are dangerous, including cigars, pipes, and smokeless tobacco, such as chewing tobacco and snuff. Nicotine is an addictive chemical in tobacco. After you inhale tobacco smoke, nicotine flows through the bloodstream to your brain, where it induces a pleasurable feeling. When you repeatedly expose your brain to nicotine, it becomes desensitized, making you crave more and more nicotine just to feel normal.
Oh, that's horrible. Something destructive to your body, you get addicted to it, and it's like kind of like with the stress too, with the drama on here. It's like, it's not good, and you just get pulled, and it gets worse, and you get pulled in, and it's just lawsuits and people's trauma being thrown out here like it's nothing, and just all the drama, the mean stuff, the cursing, the things that are just not conducive to feeling better about life, considering that all the stuff that's going around in the world, that's going on in the world, all the craziness, the politics and all that stuff that's going on. And here we are, playing stupid games. That doesn't have anything to do with smoking necessarily, but, too, if you're stressed and you're a smoker, you're going to smoke more. And stress is bad. So all of it's bad.
Smoking causes death. People who smoke typically die at an earlier age than non-smokers. In fact, 1 of every 5 deaths in the United States is linked to cigarette smoking. If you smoke, your risk of major health problems increases dramatically, including heart disease, heart attack, stroke, lung cancer, and death from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Wait. So 2 to 4 times more heart disease, 2 to 4 times more heart attacks, 2 to 4 times more strokes. If you're a man, 23 times the amount of lung cancer. lung cancer in women 13 times, and death from COPD 12 to 13 times. So if you're a man and you smoke, it's even hard, your odds. I mean, that I wouldn't know. My grandfather passed away. He was in his 60s. I mean, a little older than I am now from lung cancer. And I had an uncle too that passed, but he was an uncle by marriage, but they passed pretty close at the same time. So, my late father smoked woodbines and park drive cigarettes, coffin nails with a filter on the end. I've never heard of those either. Maybe he's in a different country. My mom died 9 years ago from lung cancer.
Smoking causes cardiovascular disease. When nicotine flows through your adrenal glands, it stimulates the release of epinephrine, a hormone that raises your blood pressure. In addition, nicotine and carbon monoxide can damage the lining of the inner walls in your arteries. Fatty deposits, called plaque, can build up at these injury sites and become large enough to narrow the arteries and severely reduce blood flow, resulting in a condition called atherosclerosis. In coronary artery disease, atherosclerosis narrows the arteries that supply the heart, which reduces the supply of oxygen to your heart muscle, increasing your risk for a heart attack. Smoking also raises your risk for blood clots because it causes platelets in your blood to clump together. Smoking increases your risk for peripheral vascular disease.
Who in here is like me and grew up where it was cool to smoke? I mean, you've got to be of an older age, but I mean, our parents grew up like watching, I Love Lucy. They smoked on I Love Lucy. Now there's warnings on TV shows and movies and stuff. Not warnings, but it'll be put up there nudity and smoking or drug smoking. Smoking was on TV. Johnny Carson, right on TV, and now it's a something that nobody wants to show on TV or movies either. Not that they don't, but there are movies and stuff that they do that in, and sometimes it's necessary. What you doing, champ? I just thought about that when I was doing that. Okay. Hey, Bones, good to see you.
In which atherosclerotic plaques block the large arteries in your arms and legs.
Wow, perfectly. So you had gastric bypass. Congrats on losing a lot of weight. Oh, they told you have to stop smoking. If you're a smoker, it's harder to recover from surgery too. Yes, your mom used to smoke in grocery stores and malls. Yeah. I had a job in the 90s, 80s. In the 80s, I guess. And it was a big room. It was General Motors Acceptance Corporation, and we all sat in this one big room, and we smoked. There were 4 desks, and they were, all put facing each other. You know how 4. And I remember smoking there, and I was thinking how horrible that had to have been on the non-smokers, that we could just sit there and smoke in the office. You can't do that anymore, for sure. Yeah, smoked everywhere. Yeah, it's good to see you after dark. As a non-smoker all my life, it makes bars and restaurants much nicer. Yes, it does. Used to could smoke in bars and restaurants, and then they would put in these no smoking sections, but it was still in the same air, right? And it didn't really help a lot. And now, like the casino here where I live, there's no smoking in there. And I remember going when I was in Vegas and I smoked then and just being like all in the casino. And the air in casinos, they pump in oxygen and they're pretty good anyway. Perfectly said, I remember my dad used to take me to Wendy's and he would smoke a cigarette when he was dying right there in the restaurant while I was still waiting. Wow. Let's see. Okay. When people smoked on planes, yep. Oh, gosh, I feel sorry for non-smokers who had to put up with that because I couldn't put up with that now. And I don't mind if somebody's smoking near me, especially like in a bar, which I don't go out very much, but I have a friend who smokes and I smell it, but it doesn't maybe because I love you, but if I'm around her, it's not a problem, but inside it would be a problem.
Smoking can also
But
cause
this-
an abdominal aortic aneurysm, which is a swelling or weakening of your aorta where it runs through your abdomen. Smoking damages two main parts of your lungs: your airways, also called bronchial tubes, and small air sacs called alveoli. With each breath, air travels down your windpipe, called the trachea, and enters your lungs through your bronchial tubes. Air then moves into thousands of tiny alveoli, where oxygen from the air moves into your bloodstream, and the waste product carbon dioxide moves out of your bloodstream. Tiny hair-like projections, called cilia, line your bronchial tubes and sweep harmful substances out of your lungs. Cigarette smoke irritates the lining of your bronchial tubes, causing them to swell and make mucus. Cigarette smoke also slows the movement of your cilia, causing some of the smoke and mucus to stay in your lungs.
It's making me not even want to vape.
While you are sleeping, some of the cilia recover and start pushing more pollutants and mucus out of your lungs.
Did you catch that while you're sleeping? There's so many things your body does. And it was Red Fred who said that too. I mean, your body heals while you sleep. And if you're not getting sleep, that's damaging to your body because your body's not having that healing time.
When you wake up, your body attempts to expel this material by coughing repeatedly,
Thank
a
you.
condition
Thank you
known
for-
as smoker's cough. Over time, chronic bronchitis develops as your cilia stop working, your airways become clogged with scars and mucus, and breathing becomes difficult. Your lungs are now more vulnerable to further disease. Cigarette smoke also damages your alveoli, making it harder for oxygen and carbon dioxide to exchange with your blood. Over time, so little oxygen can reach your blood that you may develop emphysema, a condition in which you must gasp for every breath and wear an oxygen tube under your nose in order to breathe.
Have you seen people who had to do that? Like you have to have oxygen with you and everywhere you go. Sometimes that's not caused by smoking, but I'm just going to say that a lot of damage is done by smoking. So, and people can die of lung cancer who never smoked. It's weird, but you saw you saw how much more men, was it 23 times as likely to have lung cancer as a smoker than a non-smoker. Yeah, emphasis, anything with breathing is going to be bad. And, like I said, I worried because even though I quit smoking let me stop. Even though I quit smoking and it heals, it doesn't heal completely. Passive smokers have high lung cancer risk. What's a passive smoker? You mean like secondhand smoke?
Chronic bronchitis and emphysema are collectively called chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD. COPD is a gradual loss of the ability to breathe for which there is no cure.
Yes, I was going to say that. Christopher Reeve's wife died from lung cancer, and she never smoked. I was thinking about her when I said that, Beetle. Great minds think alike. Yeah, I don't remember her name, but she never smoked, and she had lung cancer. Your mom, oh, because your mother smoked. Yeah, secondhand smoke. Not him. No, that was so sad when he died too.
Cigarette smoke contains at least 40 cancer-causing substances.
40 cancer-causing substances in cigarettes. 40. Oh my God.
Called carcinogens, including cyanide, formaldehyde, benzene, and ammonia.
That's a lot of stuff.
In your body, healthy cells grow, make new cells, then die. Genetic material inside each cell, called DNA, directs this process. If you smoke, toxic chemicals can damage the DNA in your healthy cells. As a result, your damaged cells create new unhealthy cells, which grow out of control and may spread to other parts of your body. The most common cancer in the world is lung cancer, with over 1 million new cases diagnosed every year. Harmful chemicals in cigarettes can cause cancer in other parts of your body, such as in the blood and bone marrow, mouth, larynx, throat, esophagus, stomach, pancreas, kidney, bladder, uterus, and cervix.
Wow, it's a lot.
Smoking can cause infertility in both men and women. If a woman is pregnant and smokes during pregnancy, she exposes her baby to the cigarette's poisonous chemicals, causing a greater risk of low birth weight, miscarriage, preterm delivery, stillbirth, infant death, and sudden infant death syndrome. Smoking is also dangerous if a mother is breastfeeding. Nicotine passes to the baby through breast milk and can cause restlessness, rapid heartbeat, vomiting, interrupted sleep, or diarrhea. Other health effects of smoking include low bone density and increased risk for hip fracture among women, gum disease, often leading to tooth loss and surgery, immune system dysfunction, and delayed...
Wait. What? Okay, I have low bone density. Not real low, but here, I mean, these are some of the things you don't hear about as much. And then they
bone
said
density and increased risk for hip fracture among women, gum disease, often leading to tooth loss and surgery, immune system dysfunction and delayed wound healing, and sexual impotence in men.
man's got to get the Viagra for that. I didn't know that it caused sexual impotence in men. And I didn't realize, hadn't thought of it lately, that it also they've got their thing over it. Gum disease, because I mean, I've got, issues with my
system dysfunction and
I always blamed it on, and I still do, on the cocaine causing my teeth to not be so great. Perfectly said, I'm sorry, Barb, but I have to go somewhere right now. I really wish I could stay and watch this live with you guys, but I will continue where I left off. This was awesome. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here and saying that perfectly. When you do non-drama because community you met on drama, you know, it's nice to have good feedback for that. I appreciate that so much. Bone said, with the never affected my son with ADHD and autism attitude and continue to smoke. When I was a midwife, even the baby's growing was affected. Women still smoked. Hey, Remy June, good to see you. So yeah, so all those things. And then let's see what this one. This is a doctor explains how to break bad habits that are ruining your health with a step-by-step guide. Stay safe, you perfectly. Thanks for being here. Hope you have a good day.
That seem just impossible to break? Do you often find yourself caught in a cycle of unhealthy choices, feeling like you're stuck in a rut? Well, stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to give you a 5-step process for how to break the bad habits that are destroying your health. Now, if you've watched me here on YouTube before, then welcome back. But if you are new to my channel, then welcome. I'm Dr. Kim Foster, and I'm an MD turned coach and wellness expert. I was a family doctor for 20 years before leaving the healthcare system to grow my wellness business. And I am also the founder of the Wellness Coach Academy, where we train and certify new and aspiring health and wellness coaches and help them to build their businesses. Here on YouTube, I talk about wellness and business, and I share all my best tips to help you
Y'all make sure you
don't
subscribe to her.
We have all been there, stuck in a rut of bad habits that just seem absolutely impossible to break. For you, it could be overindulging in sugary treats, or skipping workouts, or
overindulging in sugary treats or skipping workouts. I mean, there's things we do that aren't good, that, like, I'm having a hard time getting back to taking the dogs out and walking and stuff. For some reason, I get up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it today. And then it's raining. Well, I'm not going to do it when it's raining, or it's too hot today. It got cool and then it got hot. Today it's perfect. I should have gone. I'm having trouble doing that right now. I don't know why, because it feels so good. But anyway.
We're constantly sacrificing on sleep by staying up too late, scrolling on social media. These are just...
Who stays up too late at times watching YouTube? You know, people come on and you're into it and you don't want to quit, because you never know if it's going to get deleted, and you want to see it, and you might not get to see it because they're going to delete it. And does anybody else do that? I mean, I've done it. I've done it. I'm trying to be better about. You're guilty of. I'm trying to be better about, and I am being better about it, because the people aren't doing it for me anymore. I'm not enjoying the drama. It hit me the other day. It just hit me, and I'm like, I hit that wall. And I told y'all that the other day, if you were here. I hit the wall, and I haven't got back in yet. I've clicked on a few people, and it's not something that I've been able to do lately, and that's fine. If it's not good for me, then I'm good. I'm glad I'm not enjoying it. So there's where I'm at with it.
Some examples of the kind of bad health habits that can really take a toll on our physical and mental well-being. However, the good news is that bad health habits are not set in stone. With some dedication and self-awareness and a plan of action, you can definitely break free from these destructive patterns and pave the way to a healthier and happier you. So like I said, in this video, I'm going to go through a comprehensive step-by-step guide to help you break those bad habits once and for all. We've got 5 steps to go through, and I want to make sure that you stay for all 5, so that this time your efforts to kick this bad habit will actually stick. The first step to breaking any bad habit is self-awareness and cultivating the right mindset. And there are several pieces to this particular step. For one thing, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. So take some time to reflect on your current health habits and identify the ones that really need to go. Ask yourself why you engage in these behaviors and how they make you feel. A little introspection will provide some very valuable insights into your motivations and your triggers.
Would y'all take a second and hit that like button, please? I would so much
will
appreciate
set
that.
the stage for lasting change. From there, you want to start to cultivate a growth mindset. So a growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and your qualities are not set in stone and unchangeable, but can be developed through dedication and by working on them. It's just really a matter of recognizing that you actually do have the power to change. So instead of thinking, I'm just not a healthy person, I want you to shift your perspective to, I can learn to make healthier choices. This seemingly subtle change in your thinking can be a real difference maker and can truly empower you to break free from your bad habits. Another element to cultivating your self-awareness and your mindset is to start to understand your triggers.
I don't know
So
if that would
bad
work.
health habits often have triggers, whether they are emotional or situational or environmental. So I want you to pay attention to what prompts you to engage in these behaviors. Are you stress eating? Are you drinking too much alcohol on Fridays at the end of the week because you feel like you deserve to let off some steam after a really stressful work week?
I was trying to put this in. This is the Calm Carry that I talked about earlier. It's in the description as well. If you use my link, you can get in there. I don't think that link's gonna. I don't know why it's not linking, but you can go in the description and copy and paste it if it didn't work, if it's not working for you. Anyway, that's what we talked about. Calm Carry, try Calm Carry here. This is what I talked about earlier. If you didn't see that part, it is this, and it is something that helps with, especially with like autistic children that don't want to go to bed. You're having trouble getting them calmed down. It's no medication or anything, and there's a link to it in there. Thanks for number 32. Redford.
Understanding your triggers will help you to develop strategies to address them effectively. Another element of this first step, which is working on your self-awareness, is to develop a resilient mindset. It's really important to expect setbacks on your journey to breaking your bad habits.
Right.
Rather than viewing these as failures, I want you to see them as opportunities to learn and grow. A resilient mindset is what will allow you to bounce back from setbacks and just continue pushing forward toward your goals. Finally, it's a really good idea to start practicing mindfulness. This can be a very powerful tool for breaking bad health habits.
Do you find it difficult to do these like mindfulness things? I mean, I think it's something that you have to work on. And also, like if you're going to replace watching something on YouTube or anywhere else that makes you feel bad and you're trying to stop that, you need something to fill that void. So you're not just sitting there going, well, I'm not going to go in there. But, you're going to watch something else, watch a Hallmark movie or something. It's sappy Christmas movie season. It's, football, whatever you enjoy. And if you're a Razorback fan, I am sorry that the Hogs have been so bad this year. Do you get credit when I am supposed to get a like 15%? I haven't from that company yet. I also have a thing in my description about Thesis, and I've gotten a couple $100 on that, and I've never even talked about it on here. I've got like $37 in there right now that's on hold, waiting on time to pass. So see if they return it or something. But yeah, I do. I get a little bit of a tip for that, Beetle. And that's one reason I'm bringing these things to you guys, because I'm not monetized and I could use a little boost. So if you do buy one of these, let me know so I can make sure that I am getting, the tip or whatever.
It involves being present in the moment and paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings, but without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you become a lot more aware of your habits, and then you can make conscious choices to begin to change them. So techniques like meditation and journaling, these can help you to develop your mindfulness muscles. Okay, so all those pieces are elements that go into your very first step, your foundation, which is to develop self-awareness and cultivate your mindset. And by the way, if you do recognize the importance of mindset when it comes to your health habits and your health choices, and you know you need more help with this, then I invite you to download my free workbook called Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life. And you can grab it by clicking the link in the description box. Okay, so let's move on to step number 2, which is to set clear and specific goals. So vague goals like, I want to be healthier, are much less effective than a concrete goal like, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, or I will limit my sugar intake to 1 to...
Just saying, I'm going to cut back. I'm going to watch less drama. I'm going to eat less cake. I'm going to smoke less. Those don't typically help very much because they're not defined. You're just, I'm going to do less. Well, you could do, I'm going to limit my YouTube drama viewing to 1 hour a day and time it, or, I'm going to watch this creator this amount of time a day, or I'm going to smoke I only can smoke 10 cigarettes a day. Like, say if you smoke 40 a day, if you smoke 2 packs a day and you cut it down to 1 pack a day, and that was your limit, and you do that for a while, that there is a tapering off that you can do, but you've got to have specific goals. You can't just say, I'm going to do less. I don't find tapering off works very well for me because maybe I didn't set goals with things enough, but I'm usually more the some or none, or all or none. Can't afford right now, but we'll check back in December. Okay, Beetle. Kevin says, Barb and chat, hello, finally able to catch your live again. I just got in and your topic interested me. Can you quickly recap for me? Kevin, well, we're talking about bad habits, and we're talking about possibly doing a people coming with their habits, and starting on January 1st we're going to join together and stop whatever these habits are that we have. Oh wait, I'm getting a cramp in my I hate it when that happens. Hold on a minute. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Bad habits, people giving up, the dramas causing people on YouTube to there's a lot of infighting amongst creators and subs, and people are having stress with that. And we're just looking at things that we're talking about, that how this affects our bodies. We just watched a couple of videos. You'd have to go back and watch those. Right now, this lady's giving tips on how to break bad habits. And then I talked a lot of junk about stuff.
Dessert per week. These clear goals will help you to stay focused and also to measure your progress. It's also really important to try to frame your goal and your intentions in a positive way. Intentions are powerful. Instead of framing your goals as, I want to stop doing X, I want you to focus on the positive aspect. I intend to prioritize my health and well-being by doing Y. By setting positive intentions, you reframe your mindset and create a forward-looking, constructive attitude toward change. For example, let's take that bad habit of staying up way too late every night, scrolling away on social media. Instead of framing your goal as, I'm going to stop scrolling on Instagram late at night, you can take the flip side, like the positive of this, and state your goal as, I am going to honor my body's need for sleep by charging my phone in the hallway outside my bedroom and leaving it there through the night. See the difference? The second one is much more active. It's focused on a concrete action that you can take. And it's also tied to you doing something positive that you are doing for yourself, which is honoring your body's need for sleep. Okay, so let's move on to step number 3, which is replace the habit with a positive behavior. Breaking a habit is often a whole lot easier when you replace it with a healthier alternative.
Yeah,
Again,
healthier.
identify a positive behavior.
Like when I quit drinking in June, I started buying ice cream because I didn't want ice cream when I drank. So I wasn't buying ice cream. And I've been buying a lot of ice cream since I quit drinking in June. So I haven't lost any weight, and that's not replacing a habit with a healthy habit. That replaced a bad habit with a bad habit. So I'm not winning at that, but the ice cream's good. I love it.
Behavior that can fill the void that is going to be left by this bad habit. As an example, let's say if you are trying to quit smoking. First, you're going to figure out what your triggers are. For smoking. Like for some people, it's after meals or with their cup of coffee or when you're feeling really stressed out. So then make a plan for a more positive behavior that you could replace that smoke with when you encounter those triggers. So you also want to think about.
And another thing, Kevin, that we talked about is I'm looking at all of these stop smoking aids that are not non-nicotine. And I'm trying to find one that I can, get you guys to try. I'm trying to make up the law, for not having monetization, and those are good. They're a great way. And if people are looking for one anyway, let's try the one that Barb tried. I mean, I can't try it to not smoke, but I can try it to not bite my nails and stuff, which has been a lifelong issue for me. So that's the other thing is, but we're going to try to be like a group, and we're going to do this together, or we're not, depending on if people want to or not.
About what you can do with your hands or with your mouth at those times, because for many smokers, those can be very powerful urges. Yep. So things like chewing gum often work well, or even just having a healthy snack like some crunchy raw carrots, which gives you that hand and mouth activity that you may feel a strong urge for during those trigger times. So if you feel the urge to smoke after meals, you could plan to just get up and go for a short walk immediately after you finish eating, and start making a ritual of that instead of staying seated and lighting up after you finish eating. Any of these activities will just help to redirect.
When I was a smoker, I mean, I would finish eating before I finished my food because I needed that smoke. And I didn't want dessert. My dessert was my smoke, the cigarette. And so, that's one reason why when you quit smoking, a lot of people gain weight, is because you still have that hand to mouth thing. It's really important to have a replacement. And I've said this before she did. I mean, today it's that you have that replacement. And that's why I'm looking at some of these, there's these little, there's so many brands, because all you got to do is you go in, Google something like smoking cessation, and then all these things will pop up in your ads. Like for me, it's all my Facebook ads. And so, cause I don't have ads on YouTube, and I'm getting all of them, and I'm checking to see which ones have associate, or, what do they call, influence that, they'll help. Influencers can make a little bit of side money promoting. At least you're aware of the habits. I smoke also, but my anxiety will not let me stop. I quit drinking. I can't quit smoking. Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. Well, you can, but you got to replace that with something else. And I understand, because I have anxiety as well, and depression, and chronic pain, and those three things just feed on each other. And this is helping me. This calm has helped me a lot with when I get anxious. And it's like once a day that I've been using it, maybe not even every day. I start feeling anxious. And a lot of times I'm thinking about YouTube and stuff when I do that, or, my friends were in a car wreck, or my friend's got her second cancer surgery in 8 weeks. And I'm just like, I start thinking about it and oh my gosh, and how anxiety is. And you just start running with it. And I'll just be like, okay, stop. And then I'll take that, and it's an acupuncture type thing. So it helps.
Direct your energy and focus and will serve as a pattern interrupt, which is definitely what you need. Breaking a bad habit is just much easier when you replace it with a healthier alternative. Okay, step 4 is to aim for gradual progress. This is really important. I don't want you to expect to break your bad habits overnight. Gradual progress is the key to any sustainable change. So when you get started, start small and just gradually increase your effort. If you're trying to cut down on caffeine, for example, start by reducing your daily intake gradually instead of just going cold turkey. That's what I did myself when I decaffeinated myself. I went down to half calf in my daily coffee. And then once I had adjusted to that, then I just went down further to alternating between half calf and decaf each day. And then from there, just went fully decaf.
You can do that because when you quit caffeine cold turkey, like if you quit coffee or something, I do not understand, Kevin. I'm sorry. I probably don't. Yes, you can like get half decaf and then just keep putting more decaf until you get to where you're not getting that much caffeine anymore. Because caffeine can cause you problems as well. I'm sorry you have that. There's got to be something that y'all could do. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm sorry. Oh, I do understand. Wait, I'm confused. You do understand. I don't know if I understand or don't.
Small incremental changes are much more likely to stick. It's also really important to understand that breaking bad habits is a process. It's not a single event. You need to be patient with yourself and recognize that setbacks can happen. Instead of aiming for instant perfection, focus on gradual progress. Take small steps and celebrate your successes along the way. If you slip up, don't be too hard on yourself. Just use it as an opportunity to learn and improve. As you go, you might have some negative thoughts about your ability to do this. Negative thoughts and self-doubt, though, can sabotage your efforts to break your habits. Challenge these thoughts and reframe them with positive affirmations. For example, when faced with the urge to indulge in a highly processed and unhealthy snack, which might be a habit that you're trying to break, pay attention to any negative self-talk that you might be having at that time. If you hear yourself saying, I'm helpless, or I really need this snack right now and I'm too weak to resist, try replacing those disempowering thoughts with something better like, I am in control of my choices and I choose to nourish my body with foods that fuel me. Affirmations are short, positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly, and you can use them to reinforce your commitment to breaking bad habits. Always practice self-compassion and be gentle with yourself. Breaking bad habits is a process, and it is perfectly normal to encounter a few difficulties along the way. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would a close friend. Self-compassion fosters a positive mindset, and that is much.
I'm just going to say, you have to get your mind in the right place and prepare when you're going to quit something. I mean, I don't always do that. I'm just going to say, when I quit drinking, it wasn't something that I had something bad happen and I was like, that's it, I'm quitting, and I quit that day. It was, a process of I didn't really think about I'm going to stop drinking. It was just, this isn't good for me. I had a few times when it was not, like a really bad hangover and stuff. And then one day I was just like, okay, I'm just not going to drink. But it wasn't just an overnight decision. but I also didn't consciously think, well, I'm planning to quit on X day, which is good. Either way works. It's how you do it, because I've done that, and I've also planned like I'm going to quit smoking on this day. I've got, alcohol in my house. It's fine. I'm not trying. I could drink. It's Sunday and you can't even buy it here, and I could get wasted. I could die from all the alcohol, and I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to give it away, but it's not for me. That wasn't it wasn't, I'm having withdrawals and I've got to drink or anything, because you can be that way with alcohol. It's not that way with me. There's all kinds of ways you can quit. Is what I'm trying to say. You can do it you can make a plan, and you're going to quit on this day, and this is what you're going to do every time you want to smoke. You're going to do this instead, and all this stuff, and that's great. And then there's also the time where you just quit something, and one's probably better than the other, but sometimes we just do what we do.
Much more resilient in the face of challenges. Another strategy that you can use
I'm
to
so
help
sorry,
with your
Beetle
go
Maniac.
slow.
It gets so bad you can't breathe. So you have what's it called? Panic attacks?
Slow approach is to reward yourself for
Please
your
hit the like
achievements
button,
all
guys.
along the way. Do not wait until the finish line when you feel like you have completely kicked this particular habit. Celebrate all along the journey. When you reach a milestone, celebrate your success with a small treat or a fun activity. Positive reinforcement can make a big difference and can motivate you to stick with it and to keep making
I'm sorry,
progress.
Beetle.
Okay, so the final step number 5, is to get support and seek professional help if needed. Breaking bad habits is often
Okay, I'm not gonna listen to her anymore talking about breaking there's just a lot that goes into this stuff. And I can't stand. Don't make me so big. You're doing well. I really like her discussions. Hope you're doing. I appreciate you guys being here. And if you're interested in, quitting one of your habits, if you're interested in doing this together, we can talk about it more. But I'm not going to know that unless you guys let me know that. And so you can let me know that if you're interested in more of this, you can let me know that. There's 13 people. I don't know how many of y'all are in chat. Yes, yes, I want more. I want to join you guys. I want to figure out a way to stop this habit that's hurting me. Just say yes here if you're interested in more of this topic. And I'll put a poll up too, and we'll discuss it in another live stream. But if nobody that's watched this is even interested, definitely more would be great. Kevin, yes, I've always enjoyed Barb. Thank you. I'm just trying to see if there's an interest. And I think that people will watch I think this will get some people will watch this on replay. Happy just to see you here. Bones, good to see you. Hoping that this will interest some people that will come in and watch this on replay. And that maybe some of you who are watching replay are interested in more. I'm just going to have to know if you're interested if we continue. But, me, I typically talk about these kinds of issues. And so, that's how we are. But we did get quite a bit of 40. There was like, last time I looked, there was like 40. Here, let me see. This poll that I put up yesterday. This card changes. Oh. Okay. Let me go to here. I'm trying to. Okay, so the poll was are you a smoker vapor who is interested in quitting? And 23% said yes, but don't want to quit. And then 41% of people in this poll, out of 102 people, 41% are smokers who want to quit. So I think there's interest out there for people who might want to quit. And then 36% don't smoke. But we're also talking about other bad habits to break. So it's not just about smoking, but I think there's an interest in people who maybe haven't thought about it, maybe think they can't do it, maybe need somebody to help them talk it through. And so that's what I want to be for you guys, if that's an interest that y'all have. So we'll keep thinking about this as we move forward with this and other topics. The poll is on my community tab. Kevin's interested. Definitely. Yeah, the poll's over on my community tab. I put it up last night. So if y'all haven't answered that, you can go ahead. It's still there. And again, I want to be a help and I don't want to bring more negativity into this crazy world, although sometimes I will. I feel like if I'm going to talk about people being racist or something, I know that's maybe not going to get me a whole lot of people liking me, but at the same time, I've got to say what I believe, and I got to be true to myself. And this is something that I want to do, is help other people with things like this. So we'll get back to this in the future for sure. And we're going to aim for January 1st to start, as a movement. If there's 2 of us, or if there's 10 of us, I want to do that, and we're going to do that. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Thankful for you being here and participating in chat. If you're watching on replay or you're watching this, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, hit the bell to get all the notifications and stuff. Thanks, Bones. Good to see you. See you later, girl. I'm going to go now, and y'all have a fabulous Sunday.